Hello everyone and welcome to Homeschooling with Hera. Today's video is all about the short and the long oo sound. Today we shall learn that when should we teach this sound to kids, how should we teach this sound to kids, and what are the rules to read the short and the long oo sound. The most frequently asked question that how will children know that they have to read a word with the short oo or the long oo sound, right? So stay tuned with me if you want to learn the answers of all these questions because you will surely learn something new today. So without any further ado, let's dive in. So the first question, when to teach this sound to kids? Actually, the phonogram oo is one of the 42 sounds of English. So we need to teach this sound to kids when we are teaching them the first level of phonics, which means when we are teaching them the first 42 sounds, right? If you don't know what are the first 42 sounds that we need to teach kids, you can check out the description box. I have given a link there. There is a short video that will help you understand this. So if we talk about the Jolly phonics scheme, this sound is the 30th sound, right? Out of 42, this is the 30th sound. So if you are following the Jolly phonics scheme, you can teach it accordingly. If you are following any other phonics scheme, just follow that pattern. But remember that teach this sound within the 42 sounds of English. The second question is here. How to teach this sound to kids? Again, the answer is simple and straightforward. Follow the Jolly phonics way. If you don't know what is the Jolly phonics way, I can quickly tell you this here. You need to first introduce the sound with a story. This is our story card, and if you don't know what is the story of this, you can find a complete lesson following all the steps in the description box. Okay, so let me quickly tell you the steps of teaching this sound. You need to introduce this sound with the help of a story. This is the Jolly phonics way, right? Then you will tell children how to write this sound. This step is called formation. Next, we do some blending and segmenting exercise. But if you want to make sure that children have got this sound, you can make them do these 3 pages, 1, 2, and 3. These pages are available on my website for free. They all are freebies. You can download these worksheets and can also learn how to work on these worksheets. The lesson on these two sounds, the short and the long oo, are mentioned in the description box, right? Now the next question. Do we have any rules to guess the right oo sound? The answer is unfortunately nope. So what can we do? We can help kids with some tips to read the right oo sound. Remember, these are only some tips, they are not any rules. So please do not write in the comment box that you told something in the video, but these words are not following this rule. I'm telling you these are not rules, but some tips to help young readers read the correct oo sound. So for the short oo sound, the tip is here. The short oo is mostly followed by the letters K and D, K and D. For example, book, cook, look, took, hook, shook. You hear the oo sound. B, ook, book, ook, cook, ook, looked, ook, took, ook, hook, ook, shook. Right? It is also followed by D as in wa, d, wood. St, d, stood. D, hood. G, d, good. Short oo sound. Another common word that is not following any pattern but it's commonly used, it's foot. Foot. Stay tuned with me because I'll be giving you some tips that how you can help kids memorize these words, okay? Because we do not have any rule for them, but we can play some games and we have some tricks to help kids memorize these words, right? Let's first talk about the tips for the long oo sound. So the long oo is mostly followed by the letters L, M, and N. For example, P, ool, pool, K, ool, cool, F, ool, fool, St, ool, stool. Right? Next we have the long oo followed by sound or letter M. room, doom, broom, groom, room, loom, boom, zoom. Right? Next common letter that comes after the long oo is letter N. For example, in moon, soon, spoon, cartoon, raccoon, right? In the last column, we have some common words. They are not following a pattern, but since they are common, so we can list them as well. For example, boot, scoot, tooth, scoop, troop, loop, and food. So what you can do, you can make the list of these words, read them in a flow. Since they are rhyming words, it will get easier for kids to memorize them. Or even if they are not memorizing them, you can simply ask kids to read the word with both oo sound. Let's read this word. K, cool, or k, cool. What do you think? Which sound is right? Is it k, cool, or k, cool? So, with their common sense and a little knowledge of English language, they can easily understand that the word is cool, not cool. Similarly, the word is book with a short oo, not book, right? These are some common words to help young learners, right? Once they are good at this level, things will get easier for them as they grow up, right? So now here are some tips on how you can help kids memorize these words. You can make some silly sentences with the help of these words. For example, a fool is sitting on a stool in a cool pool. Right? You can draw a picture, you can relate this silly sentence with this picture, and can ask kids that if they can make sentences using these words. That will be a better way to help kids memorize the word. Let them make their own sentences and appreciate them on making something funny. It can be a phrase, it can be a sentence. It might not follow the grammar rules, but that's totally fine because here our main target is to help kids memorize these words. Another example is here. The words are moon, soon, spoon, cartoon, raccoon, and let me add food and scoot here as well. So now the sentences: the raccoon will scoot soon with a spoon to eat food under the moon watching cartoons. Right? So you can draw these pictures yourself or you can just create them on Canva. Try some funny sentences, help kids to make their own sentences using these words. Spend some time on the long and the short oo sound, and there you go. They will love it, they will get it, and they will not be terrified while reading the long and short oo just by thinking that how should we read it? The short oo or the long oo? Hope you found this lesson beneficial. If yes, so please hit the like button. If haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you soon with something new. Take care. Bye for now. And don't forget to make it a great day. Bye.